So hello guys, let's see what we are going to code next. First, remember that what we did in the last part was to bring the icons to the game, okay? And what we want to do now is to turn the visibility of the icons off. Why? Because it's some information that it will appear when the player dodge. So when the player have performed like 3 dodges, then he can make the combo, okay? He can try to knock out the enemy. So this information will appear if the player do a successful dodge, okay? How we are going to do this? Very easy. We go to the player script, okay, and create a signal. The signal will be called, for example, icon position visibility, okay? Then in the function that it add or subtract 1 point if the player gets hit or dodge or he attacks, okay, we are going to put this condition, okay? And this condition will be depending on the amount of punches that we have, okay? Depending on the amount of punches, we want different situations, different context, okay? So, for example, if we reach to 0 amount of punches, or we don't have any punches because the game started, the visibility of the icons will be turned off. And what means false, false, false? As you can see here, let's go really fast to the fight manager script where the icons will be turned off. We have like first bool, second bool, and third bool, okay? So this is on the thing that we are going to carry here, true or false, okay? So then we're going to say for position 1, first bool, true or false. For position 2, hide it or unhide. And position 3, for position 3, the same, okay? So this is why we have like true, true, or true, false, because it means depending on the position that if we want to see or not. So obviously, when we have reached to 0 punches, okay, all the icons will be turned off, won't be visible. For example, if we have 1 punch, it means that we will have 1 icon. And the same if we have 2, right? If we have 3 punches, 3 dodges, we will have like 3, the icons will be displayed totally, okay? And we are going to put like some restrictions. For example, if we start to get hit and hit and hit, and we start to subtract -1 to the number of punches that we can perform, there is a situation that we can reach to -1 or -2. And this is something that we don't want, right? So each time we reach a number that is less or equal to 0, it means that we are going to set the amount of punches to 0 because we don't want to go beyond that limit in the negative numbers, okay? And the same at the moment with 3, okay? If we reach a number bigger than 3 because we start to dodge a lot, the maximum number of amount of punches will be 3, okay? Then we are going to the fight manager script, okay? And in the fight manager script, we are going to connect this signal that we have made with this function here, okay? As I told you before, this function will be carried like 3 booleans, true, true, false, okay? And it will set the position. These are the nodes, okay? These nodes, position 1, position 2, and position 3, okay? And it will make it to or be visible, okay? Will be visible or it will not be visible. If won't be visible, for example, we have here this icon, okay? And if won't be visible, this node also won't be visible, okay? The sprite that is this child won't be visible also, okay? So this is what we want. Depending on this configuration, we are going to emit a signal that it will configure the three positions. Maybe it will be true, false, true, or whatever. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the script, player script, and here let's create a signal called, for example, icons visibility. Okay. And then let's move to the function. Let's minimize this. And let's move to the function that we want. This signal we don't need anymore because we are going to change the amount of punches. We don't want by number. We don't want the number to appear. So we agree that this still. And then we need to say, okay, depending on the amount of punches that we have, let's start with, for example, 0. If amount of punches is less or equal to 0, something happened, okay? And if amount of punches is equal to 1, something happened. And let's do the same for equal to 2. Because they are like different, right? Different situations. So in this one, let's put it, yes, like bigger or equal to 3. Okay. So okay, we have the structure of the if statement. And now, if the amount of punches is equal or less to 0, what we want to do? We want to first say that amount of punches is equal to 0. Okay, let's put it this like at the end. So remember that we don't want to go below 0. And then we need to emit the signal of the icon's visibility. And this, in here, we are going to say false, false, false. Okay? Let's go to the fight scene, and let's make this smaller, and connect the signal, okay, with the function. Let's put here. Let's create the function that it will be icons visibility. Okay, let's put set. Let's put, for example, set icons visibility. Okay. And yeah, at the moment, let's put pass. And remember that we have like a first bool. Okay, that it will be a boolean. Second bool, that it will be the position. And third bool, okay, that it will be the another one, that it will set this. So we, every time we get to this function, we need to carry like 3 booleans. And now let's connect it to the player node, okay? So we go to player node connects icons visibility with self and with this function. Let's copy literally because it's the way to not make mistakes. Okay, so now they are connected, and let's go back to the player scene and let's keep doing that. Okay, so let's keep doing this. If we have 1 punch, obviously it means that we have 1 dodge, so this will be true. And if we have 2, we have 2 trues. And if we have 3, well, we have 3 trues, right? The combo will be completed. So now that we have put for all the, let's also put here that we cannot reach the amount of punches bigger than 3. Okay, so each time we have 4, we will have 3 because we don't want to have more punches that we can make for the combo. Okay, here let's do what we want. Obviously we want to go here and say, okay, position 1, turn it off, position 2, turn it off, or position 2, turn it on. So we have here position 1, 2, and 3. We put these nodes. Position 1, set visible equal to first bool. Okay? And the same with position 2. So instead of first bool, we put second, right? Second bool, and then let's copy this, position 3, and let's put it third bool. Okay? So it should be done. Let's see if it works or not, if everything is okay. Let me see. Okay, all the visibilities are made. So let's play, and in the beginning we won't be able to see it. We won't be able to see it. So in here, let me see, when we put the positions of the nodes, if I'm not wrong, so if I'm not wrong, we have to turn this position, okay, this position, that is the one that we have the node, we need to put visible equal to false. Okay, so every time we pick the combo, we will not be able to see. Let's take this out and put visible. Okay, and okay. Okay, so in the beginning, let's see if it's working now. So it seems that if it is seen. Let's see by this with the remote, because we have said that we don't want to see it. Why the position haven't moved? So I realized what happened, that the last time that I code this, I made it in a different way, and I think this the last way of coding, it was better. Okay, let me tell you why. It's something that Godot recommends to do, so I think it's good for coding habits. Okay, so let's try it that way and you will understand on the way. So let's first say if the icon type, the local icon type that gets inside of this function has a parent, okay? If has a parent, this icon type, we are going to get the parent and remove the child of the parent that will be the same, right? Will be the icon type. So let me explain you what this, what we are typing here. We are saying when the, let me go to 2D. Okay, we are saying when we are here, okay, and we are going to put this inside, first, in order to move, we need to get rid of the parent. Okay, so we need to take this out, because if not, Godot will throw an error and say it cannot move because it has a parent. Okay, so we need to make it orphan, this child. Okay, and then we can put it, we can assign a new parent, that this is what we want. So remember, this is something that even Godot tells you to do in the help document. So remember, to move this is better to first get the parent and deparent this, and then you can move to a new parent. Okay, so this is what we are doing. We say take the parent of the icon, take the parent that will be this one, and remove the child. So we are removing this, and then once it's removed, and we remember that we have stored this sprite here, then we can say, okay, add it to the new child. Okay, so we set position, that remember position can be 1, 2, or 3. We said add child, and the child will be icon type. Okay, so in this way we are moving to position 1, 2, or 3, depending on the combination of the combo, to as a child. Okay, as a child. And then we say icon type position, because we want to be seen. It will be equal to vector 2, okay, and the coordinates will be 0, 0. Why? Because we want to be 0, 0. Let's see in 2D. Because 0, 0 will be the position of the parent, the starting position of the parent. Okay? So remember that childs are relative, the transform of the childs are relative to the position, are relative to the position of the parent. So this means, for example, if the UI icon is here, okay, and we, for example, have this icon, this is mean that is 100 pixels, 118 pixels left, and 130 pixels down, okay? Because it's relative to the parent. It will put 0, 0. As you can see, it will move to the center. You see? So remember that childs are relative to the parent. So this is why we want to put here to vector 0, because if the transformation is 0, 0, it means that it will be in the center of the position 1, 2, or 3. Okay? Then we do the same. We put this icon not to be visible. But at the moment, I want to see that everything is working fine. So let's just try to see if it's moving the way we want, okay? Let's see if they move. Yeah, no problem at all. So now we can turn it off. Okay, and if I'm not wrong, for example, if I doesn't appear, why doesn't appear? Let's see the remote scene. Okay, now I see what is happening. Very easy. But I'm glad that this happened so we can see why it's bad. Because here we are turning off the icon. Okay, we are turning off these icons. But what we want to do is to turn the position. Okay, so let's put here, and you will see that it will work. Position, the local one, visible, so false. Okay, now all the what we want is this to be always visible, but because the parent will be in charge of the visible, if we will visible or not visible, then we turn all the positions visible off, and then we play with this. Okay, let's see now. So let's dodge 1, and it appears 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now let's get a hit. Let's go back. Get one hit, it should disappear. Maybe we haven't sent the signal. Let's see. 1, when the amount of punches is equal to 3, we should see all. But if we get 2, we should be to have like the less than 1, right? Let's see what is happening. 1, 2. Okay, let's get hit. Why this is not like getting down? Maybe when we get hit we have an subtract. Let's see this. Yeah, as you can see here, this is when the enemies attack. We have two options. Remember, when the enemy is doing a left jab, we can dodge or not dodge, right? So, for example, if we dodge, we emit a signal in this function, and we take +1, but we haven't make for the opposite. Okay, when we are not dodging, when we get a hit. So when we get a hit, we emit a signal to discount 1 attack, and the same for the right jab. Okay, very important this, because if not, we are not going to discount. Okay, so let's see what happens if we dodge. Get 1, 2, and 3, and now let's do the combo, and we have an error. Let's see what happened. Yeah, we have still some code that we need to get rid of. So this function from the P13, we don't need it anymore because we are not going to use this anymore, right? Let's see if we don't want these functions, we don't need anymore. Let's see if it's not working. So we get 1, we get 2, and we get 3. And if we do 1, 2, 1, okay. I'm tempted to call the function get parent. Okay, I see. Now we have to, in order to solve this problem, we need to keep coding and change another combo. And also, to not get like error of signals, we need to take out all this old code. At the moment we are going to just press Ctrl K and let's change this. Okay, we don't want it to be seen as code. Let's just put it as like text. Okay, and let's make it like this. Okay, so let's see if we hit play. Let's try to dodge 1, 2, 3, and then if we do the combination, it's okay. And we get an error here because it entered in this function, in the function that is made for putting the icons in the positions, right? But if we go here, what happens? It's because we have put the function random combo to put this, to choose a new combo after we have a hit, right? So in this case that we have a KO, we have a successful combo, we need to first move all the childs of the position, go back to the original position. Okay, and then we reassign. Okay, so before reassign a new combo, what we need to do is to take out the sprite that are inside, they are childs of this position. Okay, but right now it's something that we cannot solve because we are going to solve first the change position mechanism of the game. Okay, so we are going to fix it now. So thank you guys, and see you in the next one. Remember, if you want to support the tutorial, don't forget to give a thumbs like, and see you in the next one. Let's do 1, 2, 1. Gets an error. See you in the next one.